Yeah. 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 TG and Mecah, they running the show. Talking Buckeye football, letting them know. OH. Buckeye ladies ring the victory bell. OH. Now go ahead and give them hell. Smart, bold, and ready, they know their ball. Scarlet and gray pride, they've got it all. OH. Buckeye ladies ring the victory bell. OH. Now go ahead and give them hell.
What up, ladies and gentlemen, Buckeye fans of all ages? This is the Buckeye Ladies Show. Welcome, everybody. I'm TG. This is my co-host, Mecah. Mecah, how you doing today?
Good. How's everybody? Happy Hate Week and Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Hate Week, everybody. We're finna pretty much go on our way to obviously talk about the rivalry week and championship mindset. We're gonna recap Ohio State's season so far and the emotional roller coasters leading into the game. We're gonna do some shout outs, obviously, to all our listeners. We shout you all out who are here today. We got Sean, Tyler, Eric will be in here soon. We already know, but shout out to him.
Grumpy
Ed.
Cat's in there somewhere.
Yeah, no. Grumpy Cat's in here. Chris, he in here. What up, Chris? Buckeye Bill, good to see you. Andre, I think I already shouted out Sean, but if I haven't, Sean, shout out to you. JK Runner 247, shout out to Jim, obviously. Shout out to our man Vader, our producer. Shout out to everybody who's
Ed
here.
Rogers.
Oh yeah, I already said Ed.
Okay.
But shout out to you again, Ed, if I miss you out. So shout out to Lacey as well. Shout out to everybody here. So obviously we're gonna pretty much start. Obviously we're gonna start with some recruiting news. But before I do that, let me see if I can, because I know for a fact I have to do this every single time.
It's gifting season, and these lavish
Mecah, is that your phone?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I accidentally hit my phone.
I know that happens to me sometimes. Trust me, it does. So, guys, before we get started with the show, it took me a little bit to actually get it, kind of pull it up. But before we get into it, let's start off with our sponsor, MyBookie.com. If you guys can survive Thanksgiving with your family, you deserve an easy dub. That's where MyBookie got you covered. The lock of the season is back, baby. This is the bet every better's been talking about because it don't miss. A single touchdown is all it takes. Bears, Eagles, Black Friday, one trip to the end zone and double your money. It's the simplest bet you'll ever make and the easiest cash of the season. That's why we love mybookie.com. Or better yet, that's just why we love MyBookie in general. You get the sports book, you get the casino, you get everything in one spot. No apps, no hoops, just all sight. And you're in action. So use the promo code Ohio when you guys sign up and grab the welcome bonus to get started now. Load up, lock in, and enjoy the feast at mybookie.com. So now that we got the sponsors out of the way, let's start off with the OHIO podcast of the ladies edition. So let's start with a little bit of recruiting news. Mecah, do you got any recruiting news?
We just flipped Darius McKinley out of and I know I'm gonna butcher his high school name because it's difficult to say. Hold on.
Sean.
Acadiana High School in Louisiana, and we also recruited his older brother when he was coming out of high school. They're both defensive tackles. I think Darius is highly underrated, extremely physical, and I'm so glad that we're starting to get more and more kids out of a talent heavy state like Louisiana. We're seeing that start to happen with Blaine Bradford and now Darius, and I think we may be seeing some signs of some inroads forming into Louisiana recruiting territory, and I love it. It's a great sign. That's a very talent-rich state.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's actually great to hear. I actually did see it before I came on here. I saw that we had made a flip from the, and it's a LSU legacy commit. That's actually
Yeah,
pretty funny. Uh,
that's
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 hilarious.
tremendous. And the fact that we got two brothers of LSU players is great to me. That speaks volumes to where this program is going and what we're building at Ohio State.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to you, Big John. I know I had missed you a little earlier. Sorry about that. But shout out to you for being on here. And yeah, no, that is pretty incredible, but I think it really does tell you just how even things have played out. Cause like with where LSU is right now, I'm kind of not surprised.
Yeah,
Because they're in shambles right now. Now, is there any truth about with Lane Kiffin at all?
I think I think they're trying. I don't know if they're going to be successful, but I think they're trying. I mean, I think what they offered is too much for a guy that is I consider slightly above
James Franklin?
average, but given the market, like beggars.
You know, he's a guy I would almost consider above James Franklin because at least he's won some big games.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I don't know if I can consider you above James Franklin given the fact you didn't even make the 12 team playoffs last year.
yeah, and the fact that you're considering leaving when you have a team positioned where they are already, like that sends up red flags to me. I don't know about anyone else, but
Yeah. It's like shout out to you, Bradley. Good to see you, brother. I would never take a job at. Look, I get why you want to take a job at LSU. I mean, let's be real. They competed for national titles. They have a great set of talent there. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of talent there that you can get. And you could compete for natties there. I mean, LSU has at least won, I believe, 4 national titles this
yeah,
decade. If I'm not this century, I should say they've won at least 3 or 4. Because I know they share a title with USC from like the early 2000s. That
and
I know.
at least you don't have to worry about Lane Kiffin doing a bogus Southern accent.
Yeah, that's true. So like
Oh,
I could see that, but still, I don't think I don't think you should leave because I think you got something good going at Ole Miss right now. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like don't screw up what you got going good.
yeah. And by the way, I will be posting a player evaluation for Darius McKinley after the show. I just haven't done it yet because I haven't had time. But I will be posting a player evaluation for him after the show over on Patreon. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah. Dion. What up, brother? The guys, if y'all want to know who this is my brother Dion.
Hi, nice to meet you. Well,
Yeah, he famous. He keeps calling himself the famous Dion. I'm like, brother, no offense, you famous for all the wrong reasons.
all brothers are
But
like
thank
that,
you.
though.
Like I seen the stuff. I seen it. Look, he's got some great stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hey, you taking advantage of making yourself famous? Go for you, brother.
Is he
I'm actually happy you're watching the show.
is he your older brother or younger brother?
Younger.
Yeah, I got a younger brother too. They're all like that.
I got 2 younger brothers, one older, and an older sister, and
Two
two
older.
younger sisters as well.
Wow, big family.
It's really more so from my dad's side than it is my mother's.
Yeah, I got
So,
two older half sisters and a younger brother.
yeah.
Um, right smack dab in the middle.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty much second. I'm pretty much third among my brother, who's older than me and my older sister. So I'm really the third among our family.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, no, and my mom was kind of it was kind of funny, but look, I'm happy to see him in the chat. But I will say this too, because for any family member, because I know for my dad, he has some trouble getting onto the link I did send him. So it's like, if you're on Facebook, just use the Facebook link to get on if you
Yeah,
have to.
my parents always watch after the show. They don't really get into the chat all that much.
Yeah,
I
all eyes are on you, buddy. Oh man, he got himself into something stupid, and I'm like, hey, make famous out of it. I ain't got nothing about it. Not my business. But it's true. I would love to have him around to talk about sports, but let's be real. Don't do anything. Don't say anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Please don't. Please don't. But I would love to have him on at some point if he wants to come on. Just
oh
forgot right
yeah,
now.
that'd be fun. Would love to meet him.
Oh yeah, trust me. I think you guys will love him. I got a bunch of members of my family I think you guys would like to meet, but it's like, trust me, I this family I'm part of is kind of crazy in so many directions.
Everyone's got crazy family members.
Not as many as I do. It's everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, so hey guys, see what the wild man is saying right here? Like and subscribe. We only need about 85 more subscribers to reach 5K. We're so close to 5K. Help us hit that subscribe button to help us get up there. And if you guys can hit that like button as well, trust me, you guys could probably help us out actually, because the more likes you get on YouTube, the better it is for everybody.
and and join Patreon and check out our merch, please.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna love the merch, promising. But let's get to the game, shall we? At least let's talk about our favorite moments of Ohio State versus Scum in the rivalry. Share your best memory, Mika. Like, what are some of your best memory?
Probably the 310-day speech is one of my best memories just surrounding the game because that was such a catalyst for everything that came after, and for Jim Trussell to come in the way that he came in and to make that speech, and he to basically put everything out on Front Street the way he did. The amount of courage and backbone and belief in the team that he had at that point is just tremendous to me. And like I said, I think that was a catalyst to everything that came after. And he set the standard for the run that we went on, and just redefined the rivalry for a period of time. And I just want to thank him for that because it was tremendous.
Oh, absolutely, Bartman. Hello, my man. What up?
Hey, bud.
If I had to say what was my favorite moment, I would say 2019 when Justin Fields, we all thought he was going to be out. Our season was done. He was injured. But then he came right back in and he just absolutely just threw dots and was carving up Michigan and got us a touchdown out of it. Like, I would say those are my favorite Michigan
Yeah,
moments.
and with the
My favorite Ohio State versus Michigan moment.
soy libs too. And there's so many moments in this rivalry that you can look back at. Like there's the JT with short game. The
Yeah, that was another one for me.
there's the 2001 game where uh, uh 2001 or 2002 where it came down to the interception by Will Allen, and just there was the '06 game, like the both teams being highly ranked, and just there's just so many tremendous moments in this rivalry, and it just shows how special it is. Like there's so many memorable things that stick into my mind when I think about this rivalry. Like there's
How about the game of the century?
yeah, really, I mean, just and going back, and I replay the 310-day speech every year before the game just to hear it, because like I said, I think that was a catalyst for everything that came after, and I replay a lot of the like big moments in the rivalry, and it's very special, man. People that don't get it, I know they look at us like we're weird, but it's just you can't really put it into words how different and how special this game is, and the controversy has just added more fuel to the fire and more animosity to the rivalry and stuff. And it's just like I said on my Illuminati podcast, like it used to be a begrudging, respectful rivalry for me, and now it's just pure out and out hatred. Like I want to beat them, and I want to make it hurt. Like there's no holds barred, full Cobra Kai, no mercy.
Yeah, Jim wants to ask, how does the weather affect more this Saturday, Sand or Underwood? I would almost have to say Sand just because he throws the ball away a lot better, first of all, than Bryce
Yeah,
Underwood. But at the same time, I can say it can affect Bryce Underwood.
and and Michigan's more reliant on the run game anyway, so we're more
Yeah, so
run.
I can see how it affects Sand a little more because but it depends on what you're talking on how the weather is. Because if we're being honest, if the weather, like for instance, the winter, the weather right now, like here where I'm at in Chicago, the wind is off the charts, just bad. Like it is blowing like no tomorrow.
Same here. It's been awful all day. Like we've had a couple trees, like little trees come down and stuff. Like it's been bad.
Oh yes, it's been bad, people. Like it really has. So if you
I,
were to ask me about if the weather was going to be this bad, like as far as the wind, then yeah, it definitely would affect singing more. Because like, and I think for Ohio State, I think it may have to force them to run sand a little more, or to better yet, put out Lincoln Keyholes and just run
yeah, that's what I was about
like
to say.
that was
Put
gonna be my next thing. Go like put Lincoln Keyholes out there, and just start running the ball with the quarterback and everything.
put out a package for Lincoln. Just have him feature a little bit more. Better yet,
Yeah,
have them both on the field. You could split Lincoln out or have him serve as like a decoy and stuff. That would open things up too.
yeah. I had just seen something pop up with on three. Now, obviously, I can't read their I can't read the freaking rivals thing because I'm not like a member and I'm not joining that whatsoever. But they did say Ohio State's on trend for like another flipping recruit on trend with another flipping another recruit from the SEC. I don't know who it is, but that's what they say.
I'll have to look into that. That'd be cool. I'm not surprised. We're in for a big recruiting class.
Yeah, someone actually because and if nobody has heard it, Jordan Marshall, a guy that the Buckeyes were after, has been talking some mad stuff. If y'all haven't heard him,
Yeah.
I had to laugh. I'm like, brother, if you're so upset about not being recruited by Ohio State, how about blame the guy that's your running back coach over there at Michigan? Because he didn't
Okay.
offer you jack nothing.
Okay.
And it was Ryan Day and them who had to get on his behind about that, saying, why did you
And
not offer this guy?
and number one, Ryan Day wanted to recruit you. Like it wasn't on Ryan Day. Like you were offered late because the coach that you're currently playing for did not uh, offer you in a timely
At
manner.
all.
Like OSU wanted this kid. I wanted Jordan Marshall to be a Buckeye. He's a tremendous talent. Like, stop with the sour grapes, dude. Like,
It's
he's
like, dude,
out.
if you have some sour grapes, talk to your running back coach, who's there now. A guy that Ohio State has been trying to get rid of for 9 years. They've been trying to get rid of this dude ever since they hired him. They were like, why did we hire this guy? I mean, even Urban kind of had to question himself on that one a little bit. Because remember, we told you guys the stories about how like Urban Meyer prevented him from getting a head coaching job at his alma mater, all because of the fact that he felt like he was a dumb mother effer is how I'm gonna say it, and then just absolutely said, "Doesn't know what he's doing. He's an absolute idiot. You'd be better off hiring this other guy than you would be hiring my running back coach." Promise to God. Like when Urban speaks about you like that, that's when you know you a terrible coach.
And I mean, like, come on. Like, it's not like we didn't recruit you. I mean, we did. You just
Like he
didn't.
felt in his feelings because for Ohio State they offered him like after Michigan did, and it's like they were supposed to offer you before Michigan. But the running back coach who was in charge of doing that didn't do that. So when Ryan Day found out, see, let's be real, Jordan Marshall, you're the reason why Ohio State, you were the final straw as to why Ryan Day was not going to re-sign Tony Alfraud, that fat Padroni at all. You
Yeah.
were the final straw at that point because he was like, okay,
Like,
I can't rely on you to do your job for nothing. You're a fat, lazy moron who needs to get out. I'm only keeping you here just because of Travion and Quinshawn, but after this, you're done. Don't come back. And you know what's super funny? He leaves before any of that. And then on top of that, we get a better running back coach of Carlos Loughlin, which look at how much
oh,
better James Peoples, Isaiah
Carlos,
West, Bo Jackson, all those guys have gotten versus every running back that Tony Alford ever had. It's like it didn't feel like all running backs were getting better. Like Travion Henderson looked his best under freaking Carlos Loughlin. What does that tell you? Like for 3 years, Travion Henderson did not look like the running back he looks like now. Like, yeah, he had like multiple years, but think about some of the things he was doing, even the little things he was doing. Like that stuff we didn't see him do. And we all questioned his vision.
and
Under
Car-
Carlos Loughlin, looked like he
and
got vision.
and Carlos Loughlin develops all his running backs, not just the starters. They're all developing. They're all getting better. He demands excellence from that whole room, and you
And
can.
if you fumble the ball, he's on your behind because he don't play about
Yes,
that.
he takes his job very seriously, and he kills it in recruiting. I mean, when's the last time you heard about a running back coach bringing in 3 running backs in the same class?
You haven't heard about that from Ohio State in a long time, to be honest.
I mean, 3 top-tier recruits too, and like you didn't have to push him to be out on the recruiting trail. He busted his butt.
Right. And more importantly, hey, shout out to you, RDCB. Good to see you in the chat. But also think about it too, because I think hold on, let me see. Can I find it? Cause somebody had said it. Right here. JK running 247. You literally reunited with the one running back coach that you rejected.
Yep.
Like imagine that. And you talking madness? And you don't even look like you're getting better. If anything, like we talked about it, when Donovan Edwards, everybody kept saying was gonna be the next Barry Sanders. It looked like he got worse under Alfred.
Yep. And
That's what it looks like. And Marshall doesn't even look like he's getting any better. Same with Justice Haynes. As a matter of fact, I noticed this. I'm like, you really did get lucky. Because I'm not going to ever give you credit for Ezekiel Elliott. But J.K. Dobbins, I give you credit for. But then the more I look at it, I'm like, J.K. is just a freak of nature. It's like, that
yeah,
dude, regardless of your coaching, was going to turn out good, regardless.
JK was just electric from the get go. Like,
He was. Sean says Mark Fletcher was the end of Tony Alford.
yeah,
Hey, it's truthful, but let's be real about this one. It's like when you're talking about this whole thing, I'm like, the thing is and we talked about it beforehand on the show, Mika, which was we talked about why we lost 2024, which was, and we bring this up all the time, it's the fact that Ryan Day kept letting the whole narrative get to his head about the soft
toughness
narrative.
and his questioning, his toughness, and what on third base and all that stuff. And you're not seeing that now. You're seeing a very confident, um, relaxed Ryan Day. I think you can tell he's more comfortable in his own skin, and I just love what we're seeing from him. I mean, he even said, like it's going kicking ass is what's going to be great this Saturday. And to hear that from Ryan Day, you can tell he's just feeling it. He feels more confident and comfortable, and I just love what we've seen from him and the team in general. We're very focused, but we're not hyper. We're not tense. We're focused, but we're relaxed.
Yes, which you have to love about Ohio State in general. As a matter of fact, I went back and thought about it with this whole thing, and I'm like, if Ryan Day can finally just play his game, like I think he's finally starting to understand, as long as you just play your game, you are good. I mean, I think he knows that. It's just win the game at all costs. Like us Ohio State fans don't care if we win the game by like a point. We don't care.
No,
Just win, win, win. That's all we could give a dang about. That's all we could care about.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see another player flip the double bird this game, though. I would.
Okay. I just saw. I swear, I don't know who said this. Who wrote this stupid article? Private QB coach Donovan Dooley on Bryce Underwood. He says Bryce will be the best quarterback to ever play at Michigan.
Well, the standard is not very high, to be fair.
This is what I'm getting at. I'm like, you're saying, guess what? People think JJ McCarthy's the best ever. And when you think about their quarterbacks, it's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, if Bryce Underwood is the best quarterback at Michigan, who cares? The expectation ain't. Like, I just saw it pop up on my notification, and then I went ahead and read it for a little bit, and I'm like,
When mediocre is your standard, like, okay.
yeah. What up, Eric? Welcome in, College Huddle.
Hey, Godfather.
Bozzy. Yeah, but no, I had to point this out because this just came up, and I'm like, really? Like, why would you? Who cares if he is? He's going to be the greatest quarterback
And I
of
mean,
the most mediocre program that he knows can't develop quarterbacks. Like, if he's the best, who cares, bro?
I
You're
mean,
mediocre.
when,
I mean, look at JJ McCarthy in the NFL. For God's sakes, he's trash.
when the best guy that you've had says during his recruitment that he wasn't going to go to you because you can't develop quarterbacks, that should tell you something.
It really, really should. And I mean, when you listen to the Ryan Day, I mean, Tyler basically says it that like Ryan Day's interview, he and the captains looked prepared as well as confident, which you gotta be like, it really does give you the best thing to know is that we it gives you that sense of we may actually pull it off this time.
And
Because
I
if
think and I think Matty P is gonna get in his bag and throw stuff at him both pre snap and after snap that he ain't ready for. He ain't never seen before, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
yeah, if you ask me about this whole thing too, because I mean, Mr. and the Mamba pretty much said it. He basically said it like Underwood has no idea what Patricia's gonna do, and you know what? That's actually the scariest thing about Matt Patricia is, I mean, Steve Sarkisian, who has a great NFL mind even of itself, he said it himself. It's this guy's too good at disguising his coverages. Like it's too good.
He is, and the shifts and the changes and just the pre snap eye candy and just the dropouts and coverage, all things that he can do. It's just and the versatility that he brings to this defense is on a whole nother level. Like Bryce Underwood ain't seen anything like this.
He really hasn't, and I'm not gonna lie. I think this kid's gonna be peeing in his pants, and I can't wait to see Arvell Reese and Sonny going after him because
Oh,
that's gonna be the funniest
oh,
thing.
they are wearing the pea yellow pants this game, right? He's gonna need them.
Yeah, I think so. That would be the funniest thing, if you ask me, if that was to happen.
Didn't Ryan Day's championship beard change his name to something like that?
Yeah,
At
like
one point,
the cheaters yellow pea or something like that.
it was hilarious.
Yeah, he ain't lying about that one. And it's not only that, but it's like the things about this this rivalry game, like the tradition of what makes it like any other game, the emotional and cultural significance of Ohioans across Buckeye Age, and even people like me who are from Chicago, or others who maybe not from Ohio, but we've been bred into this rivalry since day one, as
Yeah.
well as like what it means personally for us as far as our family traditions, game rituals, and
And for me,
passing memories through generation. I mean, it's all everything that like about this game just tells you like it's life. And Buckeye fans really, it's been that way for years. Even though it doesn't mean as much now as it once did because of where we are in the playoffs and how the cheating scandal has rapidly impacted how we look at
I
this
mean,
game.
I
But
mean,
it's still a big importance for Buckeye fans everywhere.
I won't say it doesn't mean as much to me. It's just not as make or break as it
No,
used
that's what I'm talking about. It's like it's not like the Michigan game used to be like all make or break,
to.
but
Yes.
it's not anymore. Now for them it is because they're gonna have like what 2 to 3 losses every now and again.
Yep. I mean, we're the only reason they're even relevant half the time anyway.
I mean, it's basically the entire story. Oh, by the way, Eric Vader, if you guys ever get the chance, check with your sources and see if Carnell Tate actually all systems go for Saturday's rivalry. Because I see somebody posted this, somebody from obviously the media of Ohio State. I seen somebody from the dirt sheets, as I call them, post this, and I don't know how true this is. So get in contact with
And
your people and see if that's true or not.
Vado, hit me up on and let me know if you hear anything about us flipping an SEC recruit too. I saw that pop up, and TG saw it as well. So I
Yeah,
know
check to see.
I know that we're still. I think we're still in good shape with CJ Bronner, but think Vader and I think that he may be holding off to see what happens with Lane Kiffin. So
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've been looking through well, I always be because whether people know it or not, I'm always tracking on the NFL, as you guys already know. But I also do see to see how colleges are doing in the NFL. You wanna know
yeah,
super funny? It's like obviously the top three are Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia. Their total scores are obviously the top three, far and away from everybody else, but it's like everybody else that's down here because it's like you got Michigan on this list, but it ain't great. Like they're just barely better than Wisconsin, Clemson, Cal, South Carolina, Penn State, North Carolina, and Florida State. They're
yeah,
barely better than them in certain categories. Actually, I found
yeah.
out in the NFL production by college through like 12 weeks, and I
And
found that so funny.
to be honest, my Bengals are probably the only team keeping them afloat, which makes me sad that we keep drafting these bums. Like,
Yeah,
why?
like where they do good is interceptions, sacks, surprisingly. Even well, actually not surprisingly, because it's mostly what Mason Graham and Adrian Hutchinson. So yeah, that ain't shocking.
It
Um, Forced
it
fumbles, pass defense, tackles for loss, and tackles in general. They're barely. What's funny is they're barely better than most of these teams on some of these categories.
it hurts me. It hurts me that we
I
have.
mean, Ohio State has way more, obviously,
It
but
hurts me that we have an NFL production factory in our backyard, and my Bengals don't take advantage of it. It hurts my soul.
I think that should hurt anybody's soul. Like, and trust me, I think for every NFL team, they look at the Browns and the Bengals like at least the Browns now took advantage of it because every NFL team is looking at them like y'all got a whole NFL factory back there and yet y'all don't use it.
Yeah, and when other NFL coaches pointed it out and you still don't take advantage of it, we better take advantage of it this year. You're gonna see a very, very, very PO'd Mika, because I will be very mad.
As you should be. By the way, I want to ask you a question. Between 2020, because someone actually posted this up, and it's kind of a funny Ohio State versus Michigan, like our national title teams versus each other.
Okay.
Who would you take in that? Obviously, is what this person has pointed up.
Us, obviously, like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's like, I figured it's us, but I would tell everybody right now, like that's what's been posted up. Is people are now because
What? Why is that even a question?
yeah, no, that's what was posted up, and then I also see Barstool's little thing doing the same thing, except they're actually doing it with 2025 Ohio State team,
Yeah,
as I'm seeing it.
I
Like
mean,
it said, they're doing 2023 national champion Michigan versus 2025 Ohio State, which I'm like,
well, to be fair, like half that season, they knew what other teams were doing. So, like, I mean,
this
like,
is always gonna be my thing with these people, especially when it comes to especially when it comes to the Michigan phonies. Ohio State, and even every team in college football can acknowledge this. Ohio State, no matter how much people hate them, they know their national title was legitimate compared to yours.
yes,
Like if they had to tell which one was the most real national title, it's Ohio State's by
they
far, and
should,
it wasn't even a. It's not
they
even a
should,
question.
they shouldn't even be the Wolverines anymore. They should be the Michigan asterisk, because that's what they are. That whole championship should just be have a big black asterisk beside it, and that's what they should go by.
Oh yeah, and you want to know what's super funny too is oh by the way, I will let you know this too. Austin Saraville, his season so far, he has 340 pass blocking snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 1 quarterback hit allowed, and a 81.4 run blocking grade. So he's had a great season.
I love that guy. Like he is quintessential Ohio lineman. Just roadway to nasty. Like he went from being a nasty guard type to being an elite level tackle. He's really stepped up his game. Like dude looks like he's 45, but he's tremendous. I love Austin Cerebell. He's making uh Lakota East proud.
Oh, no doubt. And not only that, but even you know what's super funny is Ryan Day said the most true quote about the Michigan game, where he says, "This is a game that launches careers." And
Yep,
he ain't wrong because look at what it did for the Michigan players from 21 to 23. Even though they were cheating their butts off, look how well it did for them in the NFL. Even though NFL teams regret drafting them right now, look how well it did for them when they won the game. Like they got drafted high even when they shouldn't have.
yep. And I mean, same with all guys. Like all guys have had clear moments during this game that help catapult them into next year. Look at how Dwayne Haskins stepped up and came in for JT. Like if he hadn't have done what he did in um the Michigan game when JT got hurt, like he might have been less likely to be the starter for us the following year. Like I think,
Oh yeah. That's another thing too. It's like it did lead to us starting this trend of what we see with our quarterbacks
yeah,
nowadays.
and I mean Dwayne was. You can say whatever you want about Dwayne and how his NFL career was, but he was
His
tremendous.
NFL career would have went well had he not went to a discombobulated
Yeah, yeah,
franchise. Let's
yeah.
let's be honest about that one.
And
Like I say this about all our I would say this about Dwayne Haskins, as I say it about Justin Fields. If these guys don't go to dysfunctional organizations, they're probably gonna have great careers. But the problem is that's where you win. So guess what? You're gonna have to make
yeah,
the best of what you got.
and I think him being that close to where he was from was a bad thing for him too. I think if he could have stayed with like a high level organization like Pittsburgh or whatever, it would have been better for
Oh
him.
yeah. Oh, by the way, do you want to hear what Michigan fans have been saying about saying?
I've already read some of it. Like
Yeah, like how Julian Shane is another Cali boy.
uh,
We all know what happens to Cali boys in the game. Julian Shane never plays in cold weather games.
um,
I'm
um,
like,
ex-
excuse me?
no, can we no,
Like literally, this is one Michigan fan that said, and I'm like, have you paid attention?
at all? Like, do these people watch these games?
No, they say they do.
Are they just
If they do, then you know what I would tell you straight up right now. You probably are just saying it in your mind to just you know how they say like you see one thing but your mind thinks the complete other direction.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking with this one.
False bravado. False bravado. I'm calling it right now. Like, they're scared.
As they always should be. And look, you have every right to want to be you have every right to want to be to talk your trash because you beat us for however many years, despite the fact one is a cheating despite the fact you have 3 cheating scandals, one you actually beat us legitimately. Oh, and of course these a-holes try to go out of their way to say, oh my god, we've had 3 coaches fired from the NFL, and like you got this one Michigan fan trying to say that when you can't coach men, I'll coach Ohio State, and I'm like,
Oh no.
yeah, one of them went that
Oh no.
far. I literally see it. Like I said, I go on here to because guys, I will go on my phone or on my iPad to see all kinds of news to see if anything pops up just to make sure because I want to keep up with everything. And then I see these kind of nonsense pop up, and I'm like,
Saturday is gonna be so satisfying. I'm I'm so I'm so ready for it. Like, I
and
want
it's like, and you know what my argument to that person would be? Urban won a natty, Chip won a natty, and he could come back to win another one.
Ryan.
Matt Patricia might win a natty. Here's a funny thing: you're saying Matt Patricia can't coach in the NFL. He got fired as a head coach, and he's known as one of the greatest minds as far as defensive coordinating in the NFL. It's just that his
And
head coaching career didn't work out.
and to be fair, very few people could coach in Detroit at the time that he was coaching because that organization was trash.
No doubt. Like before our former linebacker who now works for the Detroit Lions because he played there. And
Yes,
he's a former Buckeye, by the way, Detroit Lion fans. Remember that. That's the guy that's saving your team right now, is a
yes.
former Buckeye. Remember that.
You
And
should be.
Dan Campbell, like before them, nobody cared about the Lions. The Lions were they were a worse job to take than the Chicago Bears. And imagine me saying that. And they have been a dysfunctional organization for years, but they were winning more than the
Also,
Lions.
they should be thanking us. We're saving their butts.
I mean, you got Tyreek Williams, who's been doing boom.
Yes, which my Bengals should have took him. By the way, we had a chance to take it.
Y'all had a chance, I swear to God. I say with every NFL team. Draft Buckeye players.
I
Draft Buckeye players. Draft Alabama players. Draft Georgia players. Draft the 3 colleges you know you're gonna get the best NFL talent
when
from, and then work everybody else. Like for instance, the 4 best team you're gonna get that from is Penn State. I can tell you, Penn State has better NFL talent than scum in there.
when that happened, when Detroit drafted Tyreek, it was like, have you ever seen Star Wars where Luke finds out Darth Vader his dad and he's like, no, it's not possible. That was me.
Yeah, and I find it funny that like they all bring this up. Like this one person brings this up, and are like, "Are you aware that Nick Saban didn't have a successful coaching career in the NFL either?" Like when you think about a lot of great coaches in college football, a lot of them did not have great success. And by the way, Nick Saban's a former Buckeye, by the way.
Yeah, and
Like he told you all, he got Buckeye in him. He a Buckeye. He told you.
well, he's in Ohio, guys. So yeah,
He coached here too. Don't forget that.
yeah, he knows what it means.
Yeah, like I mean, dude, I mean, even when he took the job at Bama, he hated Michigan. Like that didn't go away. Like he
Yep.
went to the Ohio State job, then he took a head coaching job in Michigan State because you know how
He,
much he would never
he
take a
was
job in Michigan. He
he,
hated them, and
he
then he
was
takes the LSU and Bama job, and like his hatred for Michigan is still there.
he was fired up when they lost to Michigan in the toilet bowl or whatever they went to.
Yeah,
Rally Quest or whatever.
yeah. So like, I find it so funny that y'all keep talking this mess, and yet y'all kind of find it funny. Like brother. Like, yeah, two of our coaches didn't. Some of our coaches haven't worked out in the NFL. Now, when you really think about it, like Urban Meyer took the worst head coaching job to the Jacksonville Jaguars, which are one of the worst franchises in all the NFL. The
Yeah.
Detroit Lions, at the point in time which Matt Patricia was hired to, was one of the worst jobs in the NFL. And the Raiders are a lower tier job, or a low tier team right now in the NFL. And I actually think Chip Kelly was doing something good with them. He didn't have a lot to work with, but he was making it work.
Now I do think our offensive line has to definitely play their best game this game. We have
You
to
know,
put
Tyler has said it. Austin Server said he loves playing in that kind of weather.
yeah. I don't think the weather is really going to be that much of an issue. I do think our offensive line has to has to play our best game. Like we have there's no sugarcoating it. There's no guarding people's feelings. Put the best blockers out there and let them play. Like there's no we have to take care of this game.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody, like for as many Michigan fans who like to talk their mess, understand this. I'm a tell you. And by the way, about that business, Cleveland is already drafting Buckeye players. They just need to draft some more and quit drafting Michigan players. Unless like Mason Graham is one of those once in a lifetime you actually draft that actually works out well.
Yeah.
However, the other thing is think about for Ohio State, we have Caleb Downs as a finalist for the Lott Trophy, the Thorpe Award, and the Ben Card Award. He's a finalist for 3 separate awards. And you have Julian Singh, who's a finalist for the Maxwell Award, the David O'Brien Award, and I believe a finalist for the Heisman, if I'm not mistaken. Now, obviously, Ohio State hasn't posted all the awards their guys are finalists for, but they
Yep.
posted some. You also have
Although
Arvell Reese, who's a finalist for the Buckets Award.
and
He's a
came
finalist.
at
You
came
have
at
Jeremiah Smith as a finalist for the Ben Koff Award, and you also have K-Mac for the Outland Trophy. So, like,
the
you got
the
Buckeyes who are finishing
Bolitnikoff world, yeah. And I believe Sonny is up for some awards as well.
Oh, he is. They just haven't posted it yet, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, Ohio State has posted everything, and they're going to. But I figured that would actually be something worth talking about as well. It's like, we got so many Buckeyes up for so many big-time awards. You're like, we spoiled right now.
Yep. Like I said, like on my Illuminati podcast today, give tremendous respect to the players, the seniors and older players that stayed and contribute and help build culture in this team because they could have left and went to the NFL or went to other teams and they chose to stay and pass this rivalry and this culture down to the younger players, and I think it just speaks to their character and how lucky we are as a fan base to have these kind of players in this kind of program.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I kind of find it funny too because I know for a fact our quarterbacks have always done well in the NFL. But have you noticed that a lot of our quarterbacks, even Fields, regardless of how his career is gone, he actually has some records he holds in the NFL. Same with Terrell Pryor.
Yes,
Like
and
we got a lot of Buckeye quarterbacks who hold some pretty good
and,
records.
and the only thing I think that's holding uh, guys like Fields back is the organizations they play for. If he'd gone to a more set up organization with people around him, I think he would be putting up even more ridiculous numbers because he's he's an elite talent.
Oh, for sure. He's an elite talent. If he actually had the right coaches like a Ryan Day who knew how to use it. Because that's the other thing I talked about too. I'm like, you know what's funny is in the NFL, you got a former NFL coach in Ryan Day who knew exactly what to do with Fields and just did it. Whereas like every other NFL coach is like, y'all don't know what to do with him.
Yeah,
I'm like, there are so few. Like I think Andy Reid would know what to do with Fields for sure because he is an
Andy
offensive
Lee,
genius.
Andy Lee would be awesome with Fields.
Oh,
That
he
would,
would be. Do you think Kevin O'Connell would be awesome with Fields?
yeah, I think so.
I think there's a chance there. Like I said, I think because here's the funny thing. I think if I'm Kevin O'Connell, I hate the fact that JJ McCarthy is my quarterback. Because if I known this guy was this bad, like, why did the Vikings? Like, if I'm the Vikings, I
mean,
recommend drafting
I
him
mean,
right now.
you really should have known when his very own head coach had a chance to get him and pass on him.
Yeah, I mean, we all said it. Like, it doesn't matter what Jim Harbaugh says about McCarthy. I mean, even freaking Colin Cowherd had to actually admit it. Like, these Michigan players were not as good. Like, laid them all out. Like JJ McCarthy, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, all of them. There's only two Michigan players here ever done well, and it's the same two we talk about. Adrian Hutchinson, Mason Graham, they're the only ones. Everybody else sucks, and even he had to acknowledge that. Like, oh, the rest of
Yeah.
these teams, they absolutely suck. It's actually pretty funny. That's why I say when you talk about the rivalry, it's like for Ohio State, they could brag about anything regarding their players, especially in the NFL, more than y'all ever could, because unlike y'all, Ohio State actually develops their players, unlike y'all. So the other thing we could get into is how, like, because when we think about Ryan Day's aggressive nature too, it's how a national championship helped, like how it changed Ryan Day. Like, have you, like, you noticed, like we all have noticed it. His
Like I
increasing confidence, his on the field aggressive moments in big moments.
like I
Uh
touched on it. He seems more comfortable just in his own skin in general, like dealing with the media. Just he seems like he's got a spring in his step. There's so much less pressure. It's like he can step back and breathe again. Like he's not as uptight, and we're playing free. We're playing focused, but we're playing calm. It's a calm focus. It's not like a anxiety type focus. Like it's not like when you're preparing for a test or something. It's like, okay, you ready for this test? You know what it's gonna show you. You going in, you confident, you take the test and you ace it. And you're seeing that from him, and I just think it's gonna show on the field on Saturday.
I think so too, if you ask me. And if you ask me as well, I think that this him winning a national championship has also helped him balance expectations, pressure, NIL, the portal, and long term roster building.
Well, he's prioritizing playing our game, I think, and not getting caught up in all the outside noise and stuff, and just being who we are and not letting other sources and stuff dictate what they think we should be.
Yeah,
Or
Penn State Sports Talk, funny, brother. Just focus on playing y'all game against Rutgers. We'll see if you guys actually win that game. But if you do, good for you.
yep,
But yeah, no, I actually do think that that is one of the great things about Ohio State, including player development, changes within the culture. I wouldn't even say they were like. I would say the changes in the culture that we've seen is more like him continuously evolving them, really making them better. If you ask me.
yeah. Just the culture that he's implemented is just it's taken. I mean, Urban started it, and I think
Really,
Ryan
I think
Day.
Tressel started it, and then like
I
Urban
mean,
built it into another thing, and then Ryan Day just
it
evolved it.
it just keeps improving. It goes from Trussell to Urban, and they each add their own different elements to it, and it's becoming something that I think is just tremendous and almost like a top tier NFL organization, but with the passion that you see from college football. It's the love and the passion of college football with the like the business like mentality and focus of an NFL elite NFL organization.
Oh, for sure, and that's where I think Ohio State is now. I don't think it's just your standard program anymore. I think he's evolved it into an organization. Which, hey, if you're an Ohio State fan, you gotta love that because if Ohio State could sustain being that, which I believe they can as long as they hire the right people,
Yeah.
I think Ohio State may continue to stay up there as among the greatest of all time, like one of the greatest programs of all time, or maybe the greatest. Because remember, you have a lot of people complain about the rankings that had Ohio State as number one all time great program,
Yeah.
and it's like. And then like the people who made these rankings had to tell them, are you guys aware that Ohio State's been the most consistent program for the past 100
And
years? Never had only had one down year, and that was due to a tattoo nonsense that really didn't affect them.
we've been the most consistent team. There's no doubt about it. Like, it's not even an argument.
Yeah, and not to mention they've won championships of like every single coach they've had except for John Cooper and Earl Bruce. And Earl Bruce actually out of the two came the closest to winning a national
Yeah.
championship.
And I mean, if Cooper was playing in the playoff format that we have now, I fully believe that he would have had one.
Yeah, honestly, Cooper actually had chances to win two national titles actually in
Yep.
'96 and '98. If he had kept his head on the swivel, he probably would have. Like his biggest problem was it wasn't just the scum game; it was also the let me say this right now. It was also the postseason because the bowl games. His bowl game record was terrible.
Yep.
So it's like if he did that better, I think Ohio State would be a much better place. But hey, we would have not gotten Tressel, and I'm actually kind of happy about that one. So how about
Yeah.
we talk about? Um,
Tressel, st- Tressel started the legacy, so I'll never be angry about that.
honestly, I think not only did he start the legacy, I actually think that Tressel really reinvented the legacy because it started with Woody Hayes and it really actually it started before Woody Hayes and Woody
Yeah.
Hayes really just built it to another level, and then it went away for like 32 years and then Tressel brought it back.
Yeah, he reestablished the rivalry, I should say. Tressel did. He
Yeah,
re- he reestablished what that rivalry stood for, what it meant, and us taking over and pri- and being dominant that in the rivalry and just taking that to a whole nother level.
yeah. So hold on real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, no one technical difficulties. I had to. Somebody
Oh,
was calling me, so it's unfortunate, but I had to make sure. Um, let me see. So how about we talk about week 13? Let's start with honestly. Let's start with the Rutgers game and our thoughts on that one.
I think like we really took care of business. We did what we needed to do. I I do hope that there's no long-standing injuries. Lorenzo Styles that looked pretty bad. I hope he's okay and that he can be uh at least be able to go some for this game because I know how important this game is to him. Just being uh an Ohio kid and growing up, his dad being a Buckeye, and this being probably his last game with playing with his brother and everything. I hope he can go and Curry stepping up and just taking care of business. And we did what we needed to do. Do I wish that we could have seen more from guys like Bryson Rogers and Mylan Graham and you know the the backup wide receivers and stuff? Yeah, but hats off to Max Clear and all them for stepping up the way they did. He balled out and basically was the entire offense other than the running backs for us that game.
Oh yeah, and Paul Brown was the first to win. Won our first natty in 1942. If World War II wouldn't have happened, Brown would have never lived in Ohio State, and Woody wouldn't have ever happened. That's true, to be honest.
Yeah, it's funny how things work out.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably for the better that that did happen in Ohio
Yep.
State. To be quite honest, it's like I said, with even with the John Cooper era. Like as much as we all hate it, I think he actually really did establish a foundation for Ohio State that Tressel ended up taking over. Because like I said, remember the whole third base head coach? I'm like, y'all can say the same thing with Jim Tressel about Cooper. Like he didn't win with his own players; he won with Cooper players.
Everyone starts off with what they've been handed. It's what you build from that it's how you build on that matters.
Yeah, that's always gonna tick me off. I'm like, nah. It's what you built from that is gonna determine whether or not you're a third base head coach. Like the Oregon coach who took over from when Chip Kelly left. That was a third base head coach, people, because he drove that
I
thing right to the side of a mountain.
If I have to hear that analogy one more time, I'm gonna be busting up some screens. Like I'm so hearing that third base BS. Like
Yeah, no, but it is true though, because you do have some third base head coaches. It just depends on who you're talking about, though, because it's like
yeah,
with Ryan Day, you can't say that about him because he actually is building something at Ohio State. I
yeah,
actually gave him time because I'm like, guys, he's a first time head coach. He's gonna figure it out, and maybe. And look, as angry as I was with how many losses we had to Michigan, even 2024, because I was livid, I was ticked. I left the house in such an angry state.
I vomited.
Yeah, even I have to admit that maybe that was what was best for Ryan Day because when you look at all our other coaches, they all won on their first go. And they had already been on coaching experience, so it kind of made sense. Whereas with
Yeah,
Ryan Day, it's probably better for him to go through it now than later because now he knows how to handle it. So if adversity does hit this team again, he knows what to
yeah.
do.
And guys, if the worst comes to worst on Saturday, please, 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 please do not go after the family.
Don't do that.
That is just stupid. Represent yourselves better than that.
It's
Represent
really just a small I know everybody hates Kirby Smart, but he ain't wrong. That's that like those people who went after Ryan Day family is the real lunatic fringe.
represent this fan base better than that. Please, for the rest of us that are sane.
Yeah, Jim, the only people bringing up being born on third base are jealous of not being born on third base. Really, no, in my opinion, I don't, that's not it at all, actually. Let me tell you this. The people who bring up being born on third base are the ones who were born on third base and didn't have to earn or work for anything. Really, they were born on home plate and they're jealous of the fact that you have a guy, like for instance, Harbaugh to me is a guy who's always been born on third base.
Yep.
He always has. Like, brother, you were born from really third base in your entire life because
Yeah.
your father is the reason why you even got a coaching job to start with.
And
Like, you never worked your way up to nothing. You
not to
actually just got
mention,
handed a job.
not to mention, a lot of his hires come from his NFL head coach
Yep.
that is a brother. So,
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, dude, you take all the people from your brother. So, like, what does that say about you?
and even one of those guys was
Like
one,
Jesse Minner, that is somebody who works for your brother.
and even one of those guys is one shady dude that you claim to have known all your life and all that stuff. I won't get into that, but let's not forget about that, shall we?
Yeah, so no, like that's the reality. Anybody brings that up, anybody like a Harbaugh, like Jim Harbaugh, who says that, it's because he was born on third base his damn self.
I call him hairball.
Yeah, no, hairball, Harbaugh, I don't care which one. I call him scumball. Uh, brother, you were born on third base yourself, and you're just mad about it. Especially because like Ryan Day got to come into a great program like Ohio State, and now he's being asked to continue and build this program into something better. Because that's going to be an expectation, I think, at Ohio State. It's not just to keep Ohio State winning; it's to build something better from it. It's to evolve this program as time goes on. And yeah, while we had to deal with Gene Smith's old self, Ryan Day found ways to evolve this team regardless of that. And look at what he's doing now. And we talk about it like this NFL landscape. And you know what? This is actually was going to bring up into my point about the whole wide receiver situation that people were talking about. Because with the Rutgers game, I was so irritated with how we were using the receivers. Like Bryson Rogers is considered the best route runner on the team, and he is. I actually watched
Yeah.
that game back, and it's like he was actually running his routes really good, finding ways to get open. But Julian Sayer
Yeah.
has to get that in the window. That's all he has to do.
And that one where Ennis was running free and like Julian just didn't see him.
Yeah,
He
like he
was
panicked a little too much. Like the thing is, what people have to understand is, I think, and this might be the truth of it.
when
I don't think Sayan has any chemistry with any of these guys.
When Saiyan has as much chemistry with JJ and Tate as he does, I understand why he's so like dependent on them, and when you don't have that, it's a big adjustment. Like these it takes time to build chemistry with these guys, and when you have guys that you know don't take care of business off the field and stuff and just
Like, for instance, we all know Mylan Graham is great wide receiver. He has the potential. It's just that something was going on with him mentally, which is why they didn't really play
yeah
him a lot. Because it's like something was going on up here. But it's
and
like, and I'm not going to lie, I actually do think we do have depth. It's just that these guys have not played a lot. Like, I do think Bryson Rogers is someone worth throwing to. It's just that Sand has to continue to get chemistry with him. And
yeah
Brandon Ennis as well. Like, he's got to continue getting, because he's getting some chemistry with Ennis. And Bryson, he's slowly but surely starting to get some chemistry with.
and please understand me when I say Bryson Rogers is an elite route runner. He can juke people out of his shoes. He knows where to be and when to be at his spot. He's a very elite route runner. Like guys, don't get it twisted. He's
I went back and watched some of that game, and I see, I watched some of the routes he was running. I'm like, we all thought that, like, because I saw it in the comment section during the Rutgers game that people didn't think that Bryson Rogers knew the playbook, and I'm like, you actually go back and watch him. He knew what he was doing.
he got loose that one game and that one play and he was targeted, but it fluttered away from him and we never targeted him again after that.
Yeah, because it fluttered away from him. Like, I don't blame
Yeah, you can't.
I don't blame Bryson for that. I blame Sand, because that is not a great pass, dude. But at the same time, I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't have as much chemistry with him right now.
Even
Yo, what up, Lisa?
he was rolling away. He was getting pressure when he made the throw, and it wasn't his best throw. And when you don't have chemistry with your wide receivers, you don't have the instinct to where they're gonna put their bodies, like
Yeah.
where the
That's what it's all
balls.
about. Like, you got to get them chemistry. And remember, these guys aren't practicing on the first team. Like, you have to remember that. These guys don't get first team reps like that. They don't. And,
And
this is why we tell Ryan that you need to start rotating these guys, because what happens if both our best wide receivers are unavailable? Now, because guess what? Saying don't got no chemistry with these guys at this point.
and to be fair, that might not be on Ryan Day. That might be on Heartline though too.
No, that's every bit as on Hardline as much too. No, I blame both of them, because remember, we all got on Ryan Day about rotations on this team. Like,
Yeah.
and I think this is every bit on Hardline because he got stuck on this. But then when I think about it too, is there a possibility that we might be paying for, like, what class did Bryson Rogers come from?
That was the 2023.
I think it's 22.
No,
Was it
no.
22 or 23? One of them two.
It was 23 because it was the same class as Noah Rogers and
Yeah, so like I was trying to figure out which one of those.
no,
I think we might be missing those guys, if anything, because you know what I think.
the only one we're missing though is well yeah no we're missing Noah and
There were 4 guys we had: Noah, Bryson, and then there was 2 other guys whose name I forgot already because I haven't seen much of them. But Tyler basically says here, quarterback receiver play. A lot of it is all timing, which he's right, because I don't think he's got the timing down with these other receivers either. And if you ask me about it, I do think in a way we're kind of missing Noah Rogers and the rest of those guys. And I say that because I think we could have used them because they would have been in the system a little longer. Meaning we wouldn't have to play Mylan Graham a whole lot. I mean, we would play Mylan Graham because he's in the same classes as Smith, and he would have understood it, even though I really do believe that because of his mentality, he's got to fix that up here for him to get more playing time. But I think those would have been the main guys we used. And I say this for this reason, because I don't think Quincy Porter would have played a lot had that been the case.
yeah.
I think that we missed those guys from a depth standpoint. And in the 2024 class, all we did get was Mylan Graham and Jeremiah Smith. Like, we were supposed to get a third receiver, but he ended up, like, flipping his commitment to Oregon. So because of that,
Oregon, which
yeah, So like it kind of hurt our receiver class in a way. So it's like we don't like we pretty much have a plan on how we could have used these receivers had they stayed here a little longer. Meaning, I think we could have had a full on rotation with those
Yeah,
guys than what we have currently because we would have had more depth in place at that point. But because
and
they were too impatient,
the whole and like I said, like you said, we lost the whole 2022 class. Like they all went other places, and when that
yeah, like and think about it too. Like that's the old point. Is like I think Ohio State had a plan with these guys, especially with now that and you know what else I think too? Because remember that there was this talk from the NCAA about having like a 5 year like window in college football.
yeah, I was gonna cover that one of my Illuminati episodes too. Like, yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be
well, actually, let me say this right now because I was actually banking on this when I was thinking about it from the Rutgers game. I'm like, what if Ohio State had that 5 year plan? Does that mean we don't have to redshirt anymore? Does that mean we could just play these guys while they're freshmen, let them develop, and then continue to be better as the years go on? All the way to
I,
the point where they become starters, to a point where we're not losing anybody to the portal. These guys are getting rotated in.
I really hope that's what it means and that's what it leads to, because that's gonna
That's
give
what I
you
was thinking because think about it. Ohio State redshirts these guys because what? They're not going to get a whole lot of playing time in the
yeah,
beginning. And they want to keep these guys for an extra year because they know that these guys only have 4. So imagine if we have all 5 years. Because think about it, the transfer portal thing where it's in the winter instead of the spring, it actually hurts us to a point where we can't really go in the portal as much. But now we got to go but now we're going into recruiting with all these players that we're trying to get, and yet we're gonna have to redshirt a lot of them because we can't play them all. So if this 5 year plan comes into effect, I think like the coaching plan came into effect where we were able to have coaches, analysts become like your coaches. You get to hire an unlimited amount of coaches to your staff. You obviously you only can have like what 10 or 11 on recruiting trail, but you can have
yeah,
unlimited number coaching on the field or coaching in general. Then what's to say if the 5 year plan doesn't work out for Ohio State? Because think about it. If we have that plan, we can coach these freshmen and play them in every game to a point
yeah,
where these guys can actually have an extra year about like because then Ohio State's not worried about it. It's like, okay, these guys can play. We have 5 years with these guys and they can all work their way up to being starters.
and even like raw guys like BP Miller that's learning
Yeah.
the position, like he can get actual. That's gonna be tremendous for him if that's the case, because he could get actual game reps at the position. Like that's gonna be tremendous for his development.
That would
Because
be tremendous, especially when you're taking on project players because they need that. That's going to be
he,
big, huge of
he's
their development.
and trust me, guys, he's an elite athlete. He's very very raw, but like if we can develop him, he's gonna be special. BP is gonna be very special.
Oh yeah, and I see here. Let me see here. Jim, I'll check to see anything about quiz supporters availability. I haven't heard anything. Eric
I
and Vader, you guys check that out if you guys can, because I don't know. I could look it up while I'm here, but yeah, no, it's like that's why I'm pointing. That's why I'm bringing it up is because I think this could be the greatest beneficiary for Ohio State if they're able to do that. Because think about it, the transporter rule could hurt Ohio State from getting guys in the portal because we plan on having deep playoff runs. Well, what? But if you're telling us that we get to focus more on recruiting, we get to build a base from that. Like
yeah,
that's going to be our entire base, and we get to have 5 years to develop these guys all the way to when they become starters. If
yeah,
you're that would greatly benefit Ohio State. That would be the greatest beneficiary. Like Ohio State gets two things that outweigh the bad. They get full 5 years with these guys. Meaning, if you're Ohio State, you ain't got to worry about much. These guys got another year. And look, they can medically redshirt to get a 6 year if they want
yeah.
to. I think the medical redshirt is still going to be a thing. But if they have to medically redshirt to get a 6 year, they can. So it's
They
like
they've already. I think they've already implied that that's still going to be a thing. So
yeah, and that's a good point. So if they need an extra if they need a 6 year, you can medically redshirt them and then just say, yeah, no, they're going to come back for one more year, and then they'll be off to the NFL at that point if you need to. So it's like I think if you're Ohio State, that would be the greatest thing to benefit. That's what I was taking away from this Rutgers game is we are missing our 2022-2023 class of the guys we had with Bryson Rogers, Noah Rogers, and the other two guys. But we're also missing the fact that we didn't get a big enough receiver class in 2024 either, and which is why you're seeing us take like 5 receivers in each and every other class. And
Yeah.
hopefully these guys have the patience to stay there to get developed because they realize how good it could be for them. And if this 5 year plan comes to effect by the time they get here, well, then it greatly benefits you at that point because this means you're going to get a whole lot of playing time to get some development.
And just a heads up, me, Podfather, and Vader are going to be covering early signing periods from 8 till Line Day's press conference at noon. So don't miss it. We'll be analyzing every recruit and breaking them all down for you. So that should be fun. We'll be live. Hopefully, my internet holds up. Fingers and toes crossed for that. Like, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, hey, Ryan Day's championship beard said he bought himself a Podfather shirt. Good for him, and Eric
Cool.
obviously loves it. It has been flying off the shelves, I can see. Hey, Eric, whenever you get the opportunity, tell all of us how the merchandise in general is doing.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know how well the Buckeye Lounge merch is doing, how your Illuminati merch is doing, and more importantly, when the Buckeye Ladies and the TG merch launches, I want to know how well that's doing myself.
And I know for a fact that my auntie has already furnished half the family with T-shirts and hoodies. Like that has been standard Christmas gift for my family. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that'll be my family's Christmas gift too. Like I said, when they figure it
we
out.
might we might just all have to take like a group family photo of all of us in our Illuminati gear and share it on the Patreon because I think that'd be funny.
That would be funny, actually. It would actually be cool too. So, like, if you guys ever do end up buying those merchandise, take a picture of it and send it to Patreon. Show us that you guys got our merchandise.
Yeah, we'd love to see it. Like, I think that'd be awesome to see everyone wearing our stuff and knowing everybody who supports us. It'd be cool.
Yeah, okay, so they're supposed to send you a spreadsheet. Okay, when they send you the spreadsheet, then you can let us know. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that. So, oh,
Uh,
RDCB, he says, can we get a TG cussing out a Michigan fish? Hey, if you guys want it.
Brandon Ennis was also in uh uh Bryson Rogers' class, and so was Cornell.
Okay, so yeah, no, so it's the 2023 class, and we are
Yeah.
missing majority of those guys. So had those guys stayed, I think we would have had a much deeper rotation.
Well,
Because
we
I
still
do, because I do believe they're still kind of, because I do think Mason Graham will play, but I don't think they play Quincy Porter as much. Like they may get him some reps here and there, but I think they would play him as soon as those guys are gone. So
no. The only one we're missing is Noah Rogers, really, because we got Cornell and an Ennis, and the only one missing is Noah. Because we got Cornell in us, and Rogers was going to leave, but he decided to stay. So really, the only one missing is Ennis. The thing that really hurt us, I think,
I
was
mean,
the
you mean Rogers?
uh uh no Rogers. Yeah, was the only one that left. But like, I
I feel
think
like there
that,
were 3 more receivers that ended up leaving, but I could be wrong.
no, the ones
And
that
not
were in
two.
the class were Cornell, and then Ennis, then uh Noah Rogers and Bryson Rogers.
Who's on the 2022 class?
We had Kojo Antwi, um, Keon Graves, Kim Brown, and Caleb Burton
Yeah.
was all 2022, and they all transferred out.
Okay.
Because
Yeah. The only thing I'm seeing about Quincy Porter is all about the records game. I haven't seen much about him with the Michigan. I think he would be. Look, if Tate and what's his, if they're gonna play, then guess what? I expect Quincy to play.
I'm not sure what's going on with Des Jones either. I think he's injured as well, so I don't know if he's gonna play. He's still a freshman, so I don't know if we'll see him. But I really hope that I really think that JJ's gonna play, and I think that at least Cornell will be try his best to give it a go because I know how much this means to him, and hopefully Mylan Graham has gets his stuff together and has a better showing because he's a tremendously talented kid, and I don't mean to pick on him or anything. Like he's got the stuff in him to be one of the next great Ohio State wide receivers if he gets it all together. Like
I do too. And, I have got a chance to check out week 13 as a whole. Have you, Mika?
yeah, for the
Now,
most part.
yeah, now when it comes to key performances, how do you think that everything that's happened within week 13 has impacted the Heisman race, breakout players, and coaching storylines? Now, let's be real. We already found out that California Golden Bears have fired their coach, just to
Yep.
say no. So that's one. Now, how do you
Well,
think it's impacted like award races?
that program is in shambles to begin with. Like Cal would be a hard place to coach, I think, to
I
be
think it
on,
always will be.
to be honest. And like Dante Moore and Mendoza and all them are putting up numbers and stuff. And Jeremiah Love is a beast. Like he is an elite running back. I want to make sure. I mean, I'm not a big Notre Dame person. I consider them a second level next to Michigan. I don't really like them either, but like he is an elite running back, and they're putting together a great offense. CJ Collar is growing. I think they they could be they could be a good matchup for us if we end up facing them in the playoffs. I think that'd be a fun game to watch.
Yeah. What up to Scott Woman, or should I say Wortman? It's good seeing you in the chat, brother. I still want an autographed TG the Wolverine Slayer tee. Anyone who hits Michigan that much is a celebrity in my book. Hey man, if I was in Ohio, I probably would do it. But I'll try to see if I can try to find a way to get. I'll try to see if I can find a way to try to send an autographed tee for you. I don't know if I will, but we'll see. But now, let me tell you guys about the college football playoff rankings because it did affect the rankings in a sense. A lot
Yep.
of things happened in week 13. As we already know, the top three are still Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M. The only three undefeated teams left. Georgia is number 4. Texas Tech has moved up to 5. Oregon's moved up to number 6. They jumped Ole Miss.
I still have my reservations about Texas Tech in terms of uh, I meant Texas A&M in terms of uh what Marcel Reed can do, like because he's a tremendous athlete and everything, but like if you keep him
He's
con-
another version of Kyler Murray. Basically, just keep him in the pocket. He ain't going to do much.
if you keep him contained, he can't do much. So like I
Oh,
have
that
my
ain't hard.
I
That
have
ain't
my I have my reservations about them. Like the only
I get why they're number 3 though, because like they're still undefeated and they've won a lot of games, and they even came back from the South Carolina game, which is good for them. But it's like
yeah,
with
but
people like us or coaches like a Ryan Day and a Matt Patricia know,
yeah, but
keep him in the pocket, keep him in the pocket, and he won't do anything.
do you
Just
put
like
that
what they did with the Washington quarterback.
do you put that comeback more on the Texas A&M offense or the epic collapse that was the South Carolina defense though?
Both, because Texas A&M was able to get their offense back clicking on all cylinders, and Marcel Reed was able to make moves out of the pocket like he usually does. But I
Yeah,
also will put that on Texas A&M's not Texas A&M, on South Carolina's defense, because you had it correct all game, and then you just let him get out of the pocket. So for whatever
exactly.
reason,
Like
so
you
it's
had
on.
it they had it figured out and they just let it I think
Well,
they got
hey, at least this says we could get one step closer to getting the defensive lineman we missed out on because of their money they gave him.
yeah.
At least it gives us
I,
one step closer to him.
I don't know. He'd be a great player. That's for sure. I would not say no to
I mean,
it.
he always wanted to come to Ohio State. It was just the NIL that kept him from coming here. And it's like, I think he's starting to realize it don't matter how much NIL money you got, brother. Like, if you're on a losing team where you're not going to win anything, it don't matter. Especially when your team ain't even playing. Like, when you watch how your team played, y'all did not play well for final resolve, and it made you look real bad, brother. So,
That
it is
and
what it
uh,
is.
that and South Carolina was recruiting a lot of kids from his home area too, and they were a lot of them. His teammates were getting looks from that program as well. So I think that and NIL played into it as well.
Yeah, I mean, but again, he really did want to go to Ohio State, though. Like, he did
Yeah,
make that clear. He did want to go. Because it's Larry Johnson. Come on, man. Larry Johnson is the greatest coach. Can't deny that. But now let's continue. Ole Miss is at 7, Oklahoma at 8. Hilariously, Oklahoma's at 8. And what's super funny is Oklahoma managed to turn around their entire season. At one point, they were one of the worst teams in the SEC. Now they're top 8 in the college
yeah.
football
To
playoffs.
be, to be fair, Mattia is finally recovering from his thumb injury though too. So I think
I
that
know
helped.
that's true, but that's what I'm talking about though. Because think about it, Oklahoma last year was the worst team or one of the worst teams in the SEC. They
Yep.
were one of the top 3 worst teams, and yet now look at them. They did. I mean, they were lucky to make what the bowl games and still got their butts kicked by a
Yeah.
G5 team, nonetheless. But now look at them. It's like top 10. Wow. Notre Dame number 9 bounced back from how badly their offense had been all year. Alabama at 10. You have BYU at 11. Miami at 12. You know,
I
Miami finally managed to recover a little.
I still don't I still don't get the BYU hype. I just don't.
I mean, they've been good. I'll give it to them. Like, you've been good, and let's be real. They only have one loss to the other teams that have like 2 for the most part.
I know, but I
And
just
like, and let's be real. Miami's looked worse than BYU. Even I
I,
can say it.
yeah, but Miami is Miami, and I expect mediocre from Miami until proven otherwise. So,
Honestly, you can say that about every ACC team for that
but
most part.
the
But
but the whole BYU thing, I don't know. I'm just not seeing that much.
yeah, so then you have Utah at 13, Vanderbilt at 14, Scum at 15, which
At least at least it'll make us look better when we beat them. So I'm
yeah,
not
at least you can say that.
I'm not
But
gonna
I don't care. I don't want these guys ranked. I was hoping they would have a terrible season, and instead, what's happening is they're having a good season because all these other teams don't know how to close books.
Yep.
It's like it makes their season look better than it should. Like these wins y'all got is full on ish. Really, it is. Um, you got Texas at 16. So like everybody says we haven't played anyone. You actually got a ranked team that's here. You got SC at 17, which correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't SC beat Michigan?
Uh. Yeah.
So what?
Um.
Here's my question to the College Football Playoff Committee: why is USC still ranked below Michigan? I don't care that they got 3 losses, brother. Let me tell you something. They beat this team.
I had the same reservations, but I thought I was in the only one. But
You're not the only one. It's like that's just ridiculous. Like, how is it that this? No, like they beat them.
yeah,
Come
but
on, man.
I mean, I know they got the extra loss, but still, like that gives me a
They're a
little.
better team. It's not even a question. If they faced off again, USC would do the same thing to them that they did the previous time. Like Michigan couldn't change nothing. Then you
Yep.
got Virginia. Then you got Virginia, not Virginia Tech. Virginia at number 18. Which who would have
Which
thought
is
you would have seen that?
which is full on surprising to me. Like
And- like
because
the Virginia Cavaliers of all teams.
they're they're usually like basketball or like I think they're good at soccer. Like they're hardly ever good at like football.
Football.
So
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah,
Like
that's really good.
honestly, Mitchell Mountain ended up going there, so good for good for them.
Oh
Like
yeah, good for them. You have Tennessee at 19, Arizona at 20, MSU at 21,
he's
Pittsburgh at
he,
22, Georgia
Please,
Tech at 23, Tulane at 24, and then Arizona at 25.
please, can someone please explain to me the whole Tennessee thing? Like, can we? Can someone
You know what's more surprising?
write that down for me because
You know
I
what's
need
more surprising is I think
help.
the top 25, the Big 12 has more teams than both the SEC and Big 10 right now.
Yeah, but that just speaks to like the cream of the crop of the Big Ten is like down like it's
Like,
us
I would at least thought to see Illinois in the top 25. They're not that bad.
and Indiana, but Illinois lost to Wisconsin. Remember?
They lost to wait, no, I did not know that. They did?
Yes,
Well, no wonder they're not in the top
you
25.
did. You didn't see it.
No, I did not. I did. I literally did not see it. Like I had, or I probably did see it and don't remember much of anything. But I didn't see it because I was watching every other game, and I think I forgot to watch it because I was so tired. I did not feel like watching it.
Yeah, Wisconsin. That was a big win for them. Charles Fickle, like his team took care of business.
Brett Bielema, how did you fold this, dude?
I'm I'm so happy for Fickle. Like I'm so happy, and I hate Brett Bielema so much.
Wait a minute, because now 10. Because now I gotta go back. I gotta see this real quick. So
Wisconsin fans stormed the field. Like
yeah, let me because I'm trying to see.
they went full on, like jumping around everything. It was so cool.
They are 2 for 6. Like they only have 2 wins in the Big Ten. One is against Illinois, as we all know, who's now 7-4, which is ridiculous. I forgot who the other one was that they won against. It's either Purdue or Michigan State because these two teams are 0-8 in the Big Ten.
Yeah, well, it was a good game. I was happy for Fit.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy for him too. I'm not gonna lie, like that was good. Maryland, like the more I'm looking at the Big Ten rankings, it's kind of like think about it like this too. You have obviously we know the main 3 teams. Then you have Scum, USC, and Washington,
I
who are
mean,
and Iowa, who are all like bowl game eligible. But
yeah.
then you got Nebraska, who's
Yeah.
bowl game eligible.
Which, by the way, there's speculation that they're going to lose Dylan Rayola to the pro portal after the season. They're
We'll see. Well, it's not surprising, is it?
they're preparing for it, and they already lost his brother. He already flipped his decommitted from Nebraska, so their future at quarterback is very bleak right now.
Oh,
And
it
then,
is, and yet they're 7-4. It's like y'all been doing constant improvement over the years because typically like remember they went like what 6-5 and then finished 7-5 for the season after they won their bowl game, and then after that it's like you're 7-4, and I think you guys got something good. But with Raiola, it wouldn't be surprising to me because with him, he had the tendency to just move around for whatever reason. But then
yeah,
it's not just him. Minnesota is obviously part. You obviously know that Illinois is part of it.
yeah.
Minnesota at 6-5. Northwestern
And,
is making it back to a bowl game.
and Maryland always falls apart. Like they start out hot and they always fall apart. I never buy into their hype because they always start out like looking like they're gonna be world beaters or whatever, and they just fall apart every year. Every year they do it, and I'm just so done.
Yeah, I mean it's true, but I mean the fact that Northwestern is, I mean, and how many? What this is their 3rd year with David, with their coach, with Coach David.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of heart and just grit
Yeah, they missed it last year, and then they're coming back for their coming back this year.
on
But
that
then
team.
it's not just them too. Like you got Penn State and Wisconsin, who are like both on the edge of becoming bowl eligible. So only one of them can be bowl eligible by the end of this game.
Yeah, if Penn State takes care of their game, I believe they're bowl eligible.
They are, and that's actually was ridiculous. And then Wisconsin, super surprising too. Wisconsin and Maryland are only 2 games, or only not two. Or is it two? Yeah, no, they're 2 games for being bowl eligible. 2 games.
Honestly, if I was Penn State, I would stick with Terry Smith as the coach. I think he showed a lot of heart against us, and like his familiarity with the program. And I think if I were
Well,
them,
here would be the question though: does he know how to hire a coaching staff?
uh, I don't know, but if I was Penn State, I would stick with the guy that truly loves your program, and
Yeah, I guess you would stick with it, but especially if there's no better option, because the only better option you had was literally the guy you just fired.
because I'm not sure there is a better option out there right now that you could realistically get.
Go ahead, Mika.
That you could realistically get other than sticking with Terry. So if I were Penn State, I would just stick with Terry. I don't know. What do you feel about it, chat? Do you have an opinion?
So about that, y'all had a call to take. Let's see real quick. All right, so yeah, no, I kind of find that kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to see how the races play out. I don't like. I do think Junior Saint's game against I do think yeah, funny Eric. I do think that with everything being the way it is in the Big Ten, I think that we're gonna see the Big Ten do good in the postseason again. I actually think. I think they'll do good in their bowl games.
And I mean, for all the flack that Iowa gets, like they
But I
they
finally got an offense. No one can really talk mess.
they have a they have a semi decent quarterback finally, which is something I thought I would never say.
I mean, they haven't had a semi decent quarterback since like who?
I cannot think of a single
What's
one.
that Iowa quarterback who we went up against in like '09 when Terrell Pryor and them? Like that was the last decent quarterback they had.
Um,
It was
was
James something, I forget.
uh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
just
no, and like Iowa is like, look, you finally got an offense. We've been saying it. If you get an offense, just a decent to good offense with that dang defense, you got something here.
I do think that uh Ferent's time might be running out. He's getting up there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not to like age discriminate or anything, but dude, like you're getting up there. It's might be time to take a step away.
Matter of fact, let me check it out real quick. Let me see. Because it does make me interested. Because I'm like, you're right up there.
Which he does have his s- son
This
there.
man's 70 years old.
He does have his son there and stuff, but like it might be it might be time to have a more realistic succession plan there.
If
That's
I'm
just
not mistaken, I think that if I have to think twice, isn't that the age that Nick Saban retired?
uh I don't know.
I
I
believe
thought
it was. I believe it was 70
I
that Nick
thought
Saban
I
retired.
thought Saban was 71,
He
but I
might have
don't.
been 71 for all I know, but I think, but hey, it's close.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at that. Let me see. All right, so now, man, we've been running on this thing for an hour and 44. I just now see that.
Yeah,
Like the time really flew by really that fast.
it's been fun. I really enjoy doing these shows. It's been fun.
Yeah, I'm just now realizing that. Now before we close this thing out, obviously we're gonna have to do our preview for the Ohio State Michigan game, which is give us our final scores of what we think will happen. Mika,
I
I'm gonna let you go first.
I
And
got
everybody, put your score predictions in the chat, and also put it in the comment section when the video ends.
I got hmm hmm. Do I want to give them that much credit? Do I really? Do I really? No, I don't think I do. I'm gonna go 35 to 9.
All right, 35 to 9. I'm gonna go. I mean, Eric said I'm at 24-13, which I can understand. Let me see, because I've been spending my time thinking about this. I'm gonna say 35-6.
You were even less friendly to him than me.
Hey, at 35-6, like I'm giving you 2 field goals at the very least.
I'm giving you 3, but that's as far as I'll go.
Yeah. 24-17 in overtime, I'm good. Guys win. That's fine. J.K. Brenner, 24-7. Buck Vader, 34-13. Listen, I would never give them the credit. Like, the one thing I would hate about it for Matt Patricia with this defense is if at any point you give Michigan any chance, if you let them score double digits. Because with this crappy offense, they should not score no double digits.
Yep.
I would be livid with that if they score some double digits, because you shouldn't. Because they shouldn't be with that crappy offense.
Yeah, and the way that the second team defense got their butts chewed out by the first teamers about over the Rutgers game, I don't see us giving up double digits. Like
And as they should. I'm actually glad they did that. Because it's
I
like, y'all should know better.
I don't see us giving up double digits. I really don't.
I mean, yeah, that's right. Because I see Sean just brought it up. It's Eli Drinkwitz they're thinking about hiring. I forgot about him. He would actually be a good fit for them, funny enough. And he is a good coach. It's just that, like, with Missouri, like, people kept giving him too much credit for beating Ohio State when it's like, you do realize it's the worst of Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say, I'm going to go 35-6 for mine. Even though I really do have a feeling Ryan Day might try to run up the score just for the heck of it.
Like I said, 35-9 for me.
Yeah, 35-6 for me. Anybody else got your score predictions? Andre, 42-6. I was leaning there, I'm not going to lie.
When we're done, put it in the chat. Like,
put it in the comment section after, because the chat is like the live chat.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
So yeah, guys, if you guys have to, put it in the comment section. We're dropping a big video over on Patreon as soon as the live ends. Huge news for the night. The Patreon, head over to... Well, guys, as a matter of fact, yeah, I was going to plan on ending it now, as a matter of fact. So, guys, go ahead. When the video ends, for any of you who didn't get a chance to put your score predictions, put it in the comment section after the video ends. I'd like to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying the show. Yeah, we ran a lot longer. And expect there's a lot more, because with the company we're signed to, they're expecting us to do like an hour to 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's per week, though, I think, so.
I'm just saying, like, I think that's what is expected, because it's going to be like
spread
an
out.
easy show, like, kind of crap, which, hey, look, I don't have no mind. Like, you see with myself and Mecah, and even with Sean and myself, you see how a lot of our videos go over, like, an hour, like, way over.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving,
everybody.
Happy Hate Week. Destroy Team Up North. We'll take care of business, and hopefully it'll be different story this Saturday than it was last year.
Yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode. Go over to our store.
Check out our merch store and check out the latest episode of the Illuminati podcast that dropped today as well. So check that out. Let me know what you want to see, like it. Give me some feedback, because I want to make that show whatever you guys want to see. I want to put out the best product that I can. So help me out.
I told you guys, I'll be doing my NFL rundown on Friday, because now obviously I'm going to be still doing the hangover effects after the fact, but I'll be doing my NFL review because I was going to do it today. I've been doing a lot of shopping, making sure, helping setting up our Thanksgiving dinner. Trust me, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. You guys enjoy all our Patreon. Go over to the Patreon channel as soon as this video ends to check out Eric's video over on Patreon. And again, put in the comment section below. Put down your score predictions for the Ohio State Scum game. Give us your full on prediction. Love you guys. We're gonna end it like we always do. OH.
IO.
Go Bucks, and Scum still sucks. Not everybody. And JK, you know I will finish them if I want to. Good night.
Good night, everybody.